I'm not going to lie, it's been a rough day heading north of Pemberton today, going to Beaver's Hut. Yeah, it's starting to get really hilly, the trail. You know, it's West Australia, so the hills are still small, but it's just like up, down, up, down, up, down. More energy. But yeah, today's like the first day that the sun's really hitting me in the face, which is a little annoying. When you do a northbound through hike in Australia, you're going to be walking into the sun. So yeah, I can see why people think about it when they consider which direction they're going to walk for a through hike. Put my bag down for 1 second and there's just freaking ants all over and all over me. This is going to take so long to get rid of them all. Bang on 12 o'clock. Couldn't have found a better lunch spot, I reckon. Guess what's for lunch today? That's right. Salami, mayo, seaweed on cruskets. Same as every day. Oh my god. It is day 15 and I'm officially halfway. Woohoo! Half freaking way, and the sun's just come out for the moment too, because it's been cloudy all day. Man, I'm so happy right now. Whoa. Headed into Donnelly River Village this morning. I'm so keen on a burger, laundry, shower, you name it. Haven't done a laundry or anything for like 2 weeks, so getting pretty nasty right now. But yeah, no, it was really cold this morning. Probably the coldest morning / night I've had on the trail so far. Stayed at Tom Road campsite with about 9 others. So I had to pitch my tent or my tarp out on the trail, because there was no room anywhere for me to go. But it was a good night. Stayed up chatting, and I'm going to be hanging out with the same people in Donnelly today, because I'm only doing a half day. Woohoo! Just being touch ahead of schedule. Thought I may as well stay in town and relax for the day. Nothing. Tricked you. It's pretty chilly this morning. I don't really want to hold my trekking poles because my hands are a bit cold, so I can put them in my jacket. So what I do is I just sort of throw them underneath my shoulder strap there, and they just sit there all day long, no worries. It's kind of like a quick stash method for your poles. It might work with your bag, it might not, but give it a crack. Yeah, so you don't have to muck around with folding them up and stopping. I am walking so bloody slow today. It's like, I don't know what, I'm a little bit sore, I think, after yesterday's like mini rest day. My body's like, oh, you're not walking anymore. I'll just start to hurt and recover, and so I'm like trying to get going again. And also I've just found some like decent reception. I haven't had any decent reception in what feels like more than a week, so I'm kind of just like catching up on the rest of like everything. For weary walkers, help yourselves. Whoa, are you kidding me? So Blackwood campsite is on top of this hill. It's only a 200-metre climb, yet it's been labelled Cardiac Hill. A 200-metre climb that takes like 15 minutes. I don't think people in West Australia understand what mountains are. Because I don't know why this has a reputation. It's just like a hill. And people are always talking about it, so I don't know. I'm about to go up it, so we'll see how bad it is. So I spent the night at Blackwood Hut, which is renowned for its views, being positioned up on top of a hill overlooking a valley. I'm on my way into Bibbulmun this morning. I'm just going to stop there for lunch, grab some food and keep trucking. And I'm a little concerned with the forecast for the next week. It's going to get pretty cold, like down to nearly freezing. There was like a hail warning in places. I'm a little worried that I won't be able to get going in the morning. I just won't want to get out of my sleeping bag because I'm trying to start walking at like 6:30. So if it's still nearly freezing, then it's going to be a hard time to get up. I swear I can hear a motorsport event going into Bibbulmun. It's just like a lot of freaking noise. I don't know if it's a Canicross or a drift day or something, but it just sounds like a whole heap of like RB25s going. Wah! Just walked through this park in Bibbulmun and it's late autumn. All the trees have red, orange and yellow leaves. It's beautiful. I've actually never seen that before. I've never been in a part of the world where that happens at the right time. So pretty special morning, I think, seeing autumn leaves for the first time in my life. Hey buddy. Mind letting me in so I can dry out? It's pretty wet out here. Wouldn't mind a hot cuppa. What a prick of an afternoon, eh? It's just hammered down since I've left Bibbulmun. I'm soaked to the bone. be getting to the shelter at like 5, so it's not going to be long enough to dry anything out. Can't wait to get there, strip naked and jump in the freaking sleeping bag. Oh, but I've been doing a good pace, 16k in like 2.5 hours, so sort of been almost trail running because I'm just sick of getting soaked. But yeah, I'll make it there. And yeah, hopefully the shelter's not too busy so there's room for me to sleep. But yeah, what's a through hike without a crappy day or two, huh? It's bound to happen. I am pretty glad that I pushed through yesterday though. My original plan was to camp before Grimwade Shelter because that was a 40k day including a resupply and bailing up like an hour at the cafe. And I ended up spending a lot longer too because I met 4 pretty cool hikers and we were just chatting. And one of them was a PCT hiker. Like I haven't met a PCT hiker out in the wild for ages, so we were just chatting about that. I didn't leave town until a bit later, so I'm really glad that I pushed up to the hut because if I camped last night in the rain, that wet, that cold, it just would have been so miserable. But anyway, it's not all bad. This morning has just been beautiful. Like the light coming through the trees, the mist, the water drops, it's just unreal. Like couldn't have asked for a better morning. Well, I've been at the Noggerup shelter for the past hour, just looking at the forecast, looking at the rain, and it's not that good. It's going to be raining pretty much for the rest of the evening. Getting down to 4 degrees tonight, 2 degrees tomorrow. I really, like, the pub is 2-hour walk from here. I really wanted to walk there, camp, have a big feed, because they're not open tomorrow. But I'd rather be here and dry than camping in the rain all night and just freezing my ass off. So I think, yeah, it's really unfortunate, but I'm just going to stay here tonight. I'm going to be in Collie tomorrow either way, whether I stay here or if I stay at the pub. Collie's 36 from here, 28 from the pub. I'm happy to do either, so I'll be staying in Collie tomorrow night. But yeah, it's going to be probably a lonely, cold, wet night here, but at least I'm dry, unlike yesterday when I was freaking soaked.